Hello, Internet and class. My name's Anthony. I'm here to talk about the Sociology of African Americans. So let's get started. I recently watched a talk given by Dr. Joy DeGruy, who has been a professional social worker for 20 years and now does a lot of research for looking at cultural growth in African Americans in America. And what she was talking about specifically in this talk, which was given in 2008 in London, was the post-traumatic slave syndrome. And I'll put the link in the description of the video if you want to learn more about that, because I don't have a lot of time. But yeah, what I want to talk about is this quick thing that she glanced over. She's probably spent about 15-20 minutes about it in her talk. And that is what is called cognitive dissonance. And what basically that is, the definition is the state of having inconsistent thoughts, beliefs, or attitudes, especially as relating to behavioral decisions and attitude change. So basically, you convince yourself that a certain type of people have these characteristics so that you can do what you want to do. And she related it to slavery and what white folks back then said about African Americans to rape them and put them in slave quarters and just work them to death. But what I want to do is relate that to nowadays and what white people do now in cognitive dissidence towards African Americans. And so I have a list, some men, some women, some both, of just common stereotypes that white people have for African Americans. And so the first one is for men and women, and that is that they're angry people. And when I was starting to think about this, I saw that the reason why white people classify African Americans as angry, it's allows them to be fearful of African Americans. And basically, by that standpoint, it's okay to be defensive and very openly scared of them. Like if you're in an elevator with a large African American man, it's okay as a woman to be scared for your life and clutch your purse. And with that, it ties in with police that African Americans are angry and they'll be more prone to violence against police officers, which gives them a justification to use brutal force and beat men, kill men and women, and get away with it because that's just who they are. The next thing that I wrote down was for men, but it also goes for women as well, but that African Americans are dumb. They are stronger, but they are not as intelligent as white people or any other people. And this gives way to the education system not putting money into African American schools and putting more money into sports or sports programs in urban areas rather than in educational systems. And this also, you can see, is prevalent in jobs and what types of jobs people will suggest for African Americans rather than other people. And from my knowledge, more stereotypical is for African Americans to work in low income, more physical labor jobs. So like maintenance men, garbage men, and so on and so forth, rather than being the businessman or the CEO or scientist. They're promoted more for sports rather than high-paying jobs. The last one for men is criminal, that all African American men are criminals. And this allows the white population to be okay with the massive incarceration rates that there is in play for African Americans, and that they are just naturally criminals, and so we have to send them to jail. And another one for women was promiscuous, that all black women love sex and they do it all the time. And with that, it kind of gives way to the cognitive dissonance that it's okay to sleep with them or rape them and get away with it. They're naturally they want it, and so therefore you can do whatever you want to them. So yeah, that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed. See you later.